So my son was diagnosed with level 3 ASD, which is pretty much the worst you can get for autism. He's nonverbal, only communicates in the way of repeating things, and basically there's no sense of knowing and communicating with anybody. He definitely, my husband and we were to the point where my husband actually said he thought he was raising a vegetable, and he wasn't sure how we were going to deal with this, even in life. And basically, if we just were going to be taking care of somebody who didn't know what parents were, what the community was, how to socialize with other people, he was basically at the point where he would just look off in space and not acknowledge anything, and traffic and things like that. That's very disheartening, because he can walk out in the middle of the street and not know where he is. So he was at this point where I had told my husband, we need to do something. And my husband didn't want to do anything at the time, because a man does not want to put his child through any more than he's already going through. But I knew that we had to do something for him. And our only solution was to try the stem cells to see if they would, in fact, help his communication, anything like that. So we decided to give it a shot through the Ames Foundation and try to see if he could at least just turn some kind of corner for us, so he would have a better life and we would be able to help him as well along his way. So the first treatment when we came in, it was a little tough, and we knew it was going to be tough, but we definitely had to basically straitjacket him to get the stem cells injected. And it broke my heart. It broke my husband's heart, because we were thinking, what are we doing? Are we torturing him? No, it was that he was resisting something that he never had. He never had to do blood draws. He never had to do things like that. So he was scraping my legs, I was bloody, my husband was sweating, things like that. But I can tell you right now, we're 3 years into this. My son actually puts his arm out for his nurse, sits there, and he actually has this light go off that I know this is going to help me. And if it was hard for him, he got over it really quick. And I didn't think that it was going to be possible. I even said after the first treatment, I can't do this again. I cannot do this again. But when I saw him even on the second treatment, the fact that he went up to the nurses and he sang his ABCs and he did things that kids normally don't do to calm themselves, he had a calming mechanism already within the second treatment. So every treatment after that he has gone from there wasn't anything in there to people are actually noticing and saying, there's a little boy in there. There's a child with a personality. I mean, he's communicating. He's going to this state where before, when you'd ask him how he's doing, he would just look at you and look into space. And now he'll say he's hungry. He'll say he's tired. He'll say ready for bed. He'll communicate things that we didn't even think were possible. We thought that we were going to do all the communicating for him. And so that's where we're at today. And we're very grateful that he's come this far, but he's still growing, he's still progressing, and we're excited for this. So now I want to talk about something that's never in medical clinics, with doctors, anything like that, and that's the faith and the aspect of God in this procedure and with these people. This is the most heartfelt staff that embraces you from the minute you walk in here to the minute you leave. And even they keep touch with you in between your procedures, things like that. Their willingness to help because they want to help. This isn't just, you're not just another patient. You're not just another number. You're not, okay, I've got to see these people during the day, and then I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to see the next group of people. This is people who actually care about their patients, and this doesn't happen in the medical industry anymore. We've seen so many things happen over these last 3-4 years that nobody wants to really trust what's going on with the medical community. And these are doctors who actually care about their patients. They care about the success of their treatments. They care how well that these are going to work with them, and it helps them as well feel like that they've done something in life. I feel like if we didn't find this place, where we would be today. And I'm just wondering if our own faith in our own family would not have come to where we rely on God to bring us to a place with people who are so caring, who want to make sure that our son has the best life that he can have, and bring us to where everybody enjoys their life. And we all have a purpose, and we all need to find the purpose we're here for. And I feel like AMA has brought everybody together. And maybe this is where we're all supposed to be at the end. But it's a great thing to have. And I want to thank the community here and the people and all the nurses for being so warm, and of course the doctors and their knowledge, because if it wasn't for their knowledge and how they can do this best, we wouldn't be here. And I thank you.